Riding a bike is something really special. I think when you race in a World Championship race on a 1000cc bike, you fight for a championship, you fight for a victory. I love the feeling, the emotion, the adrenaline that you have riding a bike. The adrenaline when you are about to start the race, that there is the countdown, you have to run, go to your bike, jump in, switch it on and go. And from that moment you are alone, it's only yourself, and it's a challenge against yourself to go as fast as possible and to win the race.
Two-time endurance world champion with Yamaha, Niccolo Canepa has decided at the age of 36 to put an end to his career. The Bol d'Or will be
when you are an athlete,
race.
I think about in every kind of sport, you always do your sport, but you never know what is going to be after. And this is always a big question mark in the life of an athlete, and I'm glad that Yamaha gave me the opportunity to continue, to have a new life in the future, and this for me is the most important thing. On the other side, for sure, I enjoy, my biggest passion in my life has always been riding the motorcycles, and to be able to compete at such a good level, to fight for the championship and to win the World Championship, to win races, for sure is great, has been amazing. And I am happy, to be honest, to finish my career on top. I will race my last race with the #1 on the bike, and this is something that for me is special. I don't want to be a kind of guy that keep going until the results are not so good, until you're not in shape. And I think also that is the right moment to give the opportunity to some younger riders, to someone new to replace me, and to have a successful career as well. I remember when I announced it to the team, it's been such an emotional evening. I remember I was in the Suzuka, and I asked to the team if we could plan a dinner all together, that I really wanted to bring them out for dinner in a nice restaurant. And big questions, because I never paid a dinner for them in a few years, and so they expected something probably. And at the moment that we were at dinner, I stand up and I say, guys, I have to do an announcement. And it's been an emotional evening, because I never saw Austrian guys with the tears in their eyes, and also for me it's been pretty emotional, because I found a family in Yamaha and a family in Yacht in the last few years. Of course, Mandy, the team manager, was not so happy about my choice, but we have to see and think about the future now.
It was a shock, to be honest. It was a shock for me. Also for the complete team, because we didn't expect it, because Niccolo is at the peak of his riding. He's so strong, hit us very hard. And as we still are together, we did not realize it yet. So we don't believe in it yet, but I guess we have to.
Niccolo Canepa began his EWC career in 2016. 3 years later, the French team decided to quit endurance racing, and he joined Yamaha Austria.
I built a great relationship with my teammates, and at the moment they decided to stop, and I had to move to Yacht. It's been weird, because it has been an obliged choice for me and for them. And at the beginning, we needed to run in the things a bit, to know each other. After a few months already, we started building a great relationship. And now, as I said before, they are really my family. We built such a strong relationship and friendship with all the team, with Mandy. There is big respect. And this is something, I think, at the moment, unique in the World Endurance Championship. A team that is so close to each other, so strong inside. This is the only regret I have, to break this for Yacht, for Yamaha, and for myself as well. But the good thing is that the job finished, but the friendship will stay forever for sure.
Okay, at this time I could choose one of the GMT riders, and it was him. Because his riding style we liked a lot, and we knew how fast he is, so that's why we decided for Niccolo at this time. First, he's an incredible hard worker, fighter. His passion is mad. His temperament is unique on this planet, I guess. And his race cleverness, this is very, very special. And to be honest, probably is one guy with the biggest cojones here. To leave a rider saying this is mad. It's mad. The only good thing is that he's not on another bike. I don't want to fight against him. So.
I raced in many championships before, from MotoGP to Superbike, even Moto E, but World Endurance I believe that is really complete discipline, because you not only have to be a fast rider, but you need strategy, you need to be a team player, you need to be a leader inside your team to help the others if they are in trouble, and to be open to take the help from the others if you are in trouble. You have to be fast in every kind of condition, cold, night, day, rain, hot. We face everything in endurance, and you have to be really complete to be competitive, and this is what I like about it. And when you end a 24 hours race, even if you don't win, you have the feeling that you did something special, because you share so many emotions, so much passion with all your teammates and with all the members of the teams. I grew up watching my dad racing motorcycles, and he was an amateur. Sorry, Dad, it's true. And he was an amateur, but I really grew up watching him. And I asked him to race, and he bought me this little mini bike in the beginning, and the mini cross, and this is how it all started. Then after I started with the 600cc when I was 14 years old. That was the minimum age, because I was maybe too big for the 1 to 5, and it was really expensive to race in 1 to 5. We couldn't do it, so we decided to start with the 4-stroke, and all my career has been in the 4-stroke and the big bikes. And this was 2007 when I won the World Championship in Superstock 1000. And then straight after I found myself in Superbike, sharing the garage with Troy Bayliss and with the factory Ducati team. And this has been also a nice memory. And then straight to MotoGP. This picture is pretty special. I see Nicky Hayden, Casey Stoner, Valentino, Jorge Lorenzo, Dovi, Pedrosa. Has been really a special season for me, for sure very difficult, but I enjoy, and I learned a lot this year racing in the MotoGP. Of course I had also, as you can see, some difficult moments, but you know, the memories are incredible. And I was really young, I was 19 years old, was the 2009, but to be honest, has been really good for me, because I really learned a lot, mostly from the crashes than from the top 10 result, but I learned a lot. And then after that I have a few years in the World Superbike Championship, different teams. This is the very end. I remember this was the first row I did in Jerez. This another one in Manicourt. It's nice because both times there is Johnny, and now I'm doing his coach in the World Superbike, so it's nice to be on the picture with him. And then the great part of my career started after that. This is the victory with GMT94, the Bol d'Or. The title won in 2017 with GMT94, the first for Yamaha in a long time. And then a new chapter started with the Yacht team. This is the victory of Spa and Bol d'Or, sorry, the victory of the championship last year, yes. And this is a great picture because I see all the team cheering for me, and it's been a really special moment. And this is the last podium we did, and it's in Suzuka, the second place. It was a dream for me to finish in Suzuka 8 hours in the podium, and finally we did it this year. We need to add some more pictures about the Bol d'Or 2024.
The fourth and final round of the EWC will decide the 2024 champion. 3 teams are still in contention for the title.
From last year, for sure, we found something on the bike. Durability of the bike is much better. This is one point. The second one, from last year to this year, we lost a lot of pressure. You know, everybody was running for this title so hard. Now they have the number 1 on, so we have nothing to prove anymore, and they can start quite relieved. The season was amazing so far. All races we finished on the podium. We were leading every single race. We were fighting for every race for the victory. Le Mans we lost just because of a small crash in the morning. Spa we dominated. Suzuka at the end was very close. So we are very happy that we arrive here with a lot of points. And it's in our hands how the season will finish. But so far we have to be very happy with 3 podiums out of 3 races.
On a bien commencé la saison avec une victoire.
Well, we started the season well with a victory at Le Mans, second place at the 8 Hours of Spa. And Suzuka went well with the podium, third place. Honda was very fast. Yacht did very well. Mandy did a great job. Well, I think it was better to play safe at Suzuka, above all, stay in the game for the championship at the Bowl. We had 2 options, but I think it's better to arrive with 6 points behind to be back 20 or 25. Well, to be forced to attack throughout the race and be in trouble. But obviously, we have to finish in front of them.
Cert and Yacht don't have so many weak points, to be honest. They are good in the box, they are good on the track, good riders. The team are both much more experienced than us, but I think we are on an equal level. If 2 dogs fight 1 bone, the third guy go away with the bone, they say in Flemish. I don't know if you say this in English, but of course, Yacht and Cert have to push all. We do also, we try to win, and then we'll see where we end. But yeah, okay, can be.
BMW for sure have an advantage with the very strong engine here, but in total I think we are very competitive. The long straight is not our favorite, everybody knows it, but fortunately we have some corners, we have a very good team, we have good tactics, and we don't look on the points. We want to make same Suzuka, same Spa, same Le Mans. We want to make our race a good race, and then we see what happens, because especially Bordeaux is unpredictable. Even private teams can win here.
Unsurprisingly, taking advantage of their power, the 37 BMW taking pole position and the 5 points that go with it. They were ahead of the Yacht Yamaha and the Yoshimura Cert Suzuki in third. The 3 contenders ready for battle. Saturday morning, 5 hours to the start of the race. It was a very windy affair in practice, but summertime back in Provence. After a good night's sleep, the Yacht riders packing their bags, they leave their hotel for the Paul Ricard set.
Exactly.
Niccolo Canepa begins his last journey as a rider.
Maybe my best race of my endurance career is Le Mans 2024, because it was very difficult condition, and also physically I was feeling bad because 1.5 months before I broke my shoulder. So I was in pain, I was in big pain, and I arrived, I didn't even know if the race week I was going to race. And then in qualifying I did the track record and the pole position, that was incredible, and in the race I was able to keep pushing, also in the night when it was really cold, and I did the top stints of everyone in Le Mans 24 hours, and this has been probably, as a point of view of a performance, focus and concentration, the best race that I did.
So, you know, he's the only rider in history who won a lone endurance race.
Yeah, well, Sepang was a special race, because to race alone was really something special. When I crossed the finish line, I couldn't believe what I did. But on the other side, it was not pure endurance, no, because I was alone and I was not sharing the bike with my teammates. The track conditions were very difficult. It was hot, but it was raining, then stopped to rain. The track was drying a bit, then raining again, so it was very difficult. And usually in endurance, you ask to the rider that is riding in that moment to do double stint when the track is drying, because he knows much better the track. So first of all, it's much faster, and if you put a new rider in the first few laps, he go much slower, but this is normal. And also you risk more to crash, because you don't know where is the wet and where is the dry. So Monday, the first time, he asked me to continue to double stint, because in the beginning we had the problem, and I was last, and the bike switched off in the first lap. I was last, and I kept recovering until the first place, and then he saw that I have a good pace in these very, very difficult conditions, and he kept me going. But the funny thing is that the people at home was thinking that I didn't want to give the bike to my teammates, but actually it was Mandy that was saying, you go, and this was like I said, no, please, I want to finish. But at the end, looking after, has been a great opportunity that he gave me, but in the moment I said, why I have to keep going? And I didn't know it was allowed as well. But at the end they changed the rules, and now it's no more allowed to do one endurance race alone, luckily. I'm happy about that. I see much more riders interested in, young riders interested in endurance, and in my opinion is really a complete championship that teaches you a lot, because I remember in the past when I was in GPO Superbike, I remember I was fast in one lap and not so fast in the race pace, for example. But as soon as I start endurance, I progress so much about that, and I progress so much in the pace, I progress so much in the mixed condition, wet condition and everything. So I believe that actually it's even better to start with endurance and then probably move to World Superbike or World Supersport, because you already arrived with a very important background and with a very complete background as well. So for me, I would like to see more youngs, and I see more young riders that are interested about this championship. Not always is easy to find a ride, but maybe you start with stock, you show your skills, and then you will arrive to potentially to an EWC team and fight for the title.
Niccolo Canepa will never forget this bold door. And for the last time, he soaks up the atmosphere before the start.
And last pit stop, I tell you, wait for the beer for me.
When you are there just with all the bikes lined up in front, all the riders just waiting, silence is unreal. You hear the countdown, and when the flag goes up, start running, you don't think about nothing else. This is such a special feeling. Switch on the engine and the race starts.
To everyone's surprise, it was Corentin Perellari who put on the show at the start with his tacky team, Behringer Honda. For Niccolo Canepa, the beginning of the race turned into a nightmare when his rear tyre blew, and that shredded the end of his stint.
Yeah, well, not the stint that we expected. At the start, the bike was really, I was pushing at my limit. We never did this stint that fast in average here, but the others are extremely faster. There's big difference on the straight, and I cannot fight with them. So for me it was impossible. And plus at the end we lost so much because my rear tire exploded, and luckily I didn't crash, because this happened at more than 300 kilometers per hour at the end of the straight in 6th gear. And managed to bring the bike back, but the bike was damaged, so we pit in and they repaired it, and this is what happened. I tried my best, but it was really difficult, and we are not in the game anymore.
Yeah, the race went opposite than expected. All started that we got a faulty patch of a tire. So it started with no grip at the beginning, and then the tire went completely loose. And it had some big vibration when he came in, that all the holders and the electric also was breaking down from the big vibrations. Even electric was not working. So till now, then we came back to P3, and then all electric went off. It's off because some cables went through, so we replaced now everything, and we tried to roll home.
We've been lucky with the tires, indeed. Or maybe I would say that Yamaha and FCC have been quite unlucky. It's a tire that was supposed to work well, but we didn't have any experience in such hot conditions. I guess our strong point has been to avoid the problem. and to be quite regular. All three riders have a similar pace, despite Greg has an injury at his wrist. And we just had no issue. All we need to do now is to finish.
Well, back in 6th place with 4 hours to go, the Yacht riders still trying to dream.
I wanted to win so badly this title. I think we dominated all season. We've been the strongest all season, and it's sad to find ourselves in this position in just one race and lose everything. But this is racing, and there is not much we can do. From our side, we can say that we did a perfect job. Doesn't ruin what I achieved in my career before that, and still today is a great performance, I think. So it is what it is, but it's a bit of a pity to don't win the title, because I really believe that we deserve it as riders. There is not much to say so far. I still have to do a couple of stints, so I will try to don't mess it up.
With an hour and a half to go, Karel Hanneke completes his final lap. Niccolo ready for his final stint. It was an unforgettable one for the Italian as he overtook the 18 Yamaha to take 3rd place. Here he was on the podium for his farewell to competition. 45 minutes later, as he left the Yamaha in the hands of Marvin Fritz for the final minutes of the race, the emotions ran high in the Yacht garage.
We did what we could do, and anyway, I'm happy now. It was a crazy race. We are on the podium, so almost. So this is a positive end. Of course, we didn't achieve the title. What we wanted was our target, but anyway, we have to be happy.
No, we are a stranger family. I'm still working. My son is retired. Yeah, I am very proud to see how many people love my son. It's been really fantastic to me. Thank you so much to everybody.
Yoshimura Suzuki, the only team not to have any problems during the race. Black, Masson and Linford taking victory and the title from Yacht.